What up? What it do? It's your boy DDQ with VISIONEYEVIEWTV Shorts Live. Um, I wanted to try something different today because usually when I'm on the grind, I tend to pump out, you know, two, three, four, five, sometimes up to like 7 videos a day, every day. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing it that way. Like I love it because I just record, pump it out, and call it a day. But I wanted to try something different in the sense that, hopefully you guys might appreciate it just a little more. Bringing these like news articles to you guys live. And, hopefully at the same time, keep it short, sweet, and to the point. While at the same time, giving like my commentary and my personal opinions. And I know there's going to be some of you out there who are going to be, oh, who cares about your opinion? Who cares about your thoughts, your commentary? And I respect that. You know what I mean? Like I know that even if and when the channel does blow up and reaches new heights and new milestones, I'm still going to consider myself a nobody, right? But that's just me personally. But as with everyone else, I do believe in finding value in someone else's opinions and commentary and insight. So, there'll be some of you who might not care what I have to say, might not really care of my opinion, and that's fine. I respect that again. But at the same time, I know there are some of you who actually do find like my thoughts and my opinions to matter somewhat. So for those of you who actually do care about my opinion, and the insight and my commentary, then I guess this is mostly for you. But anyways, if you guys saw the last Vision IView TV short that I just posted a few minutes ago, this article that I'm about to read up next is kind of tied into that last one. So strap in, get some popcorn, get something to drink. It's gonna be nice. I have like maybe this and like 3 or 4 more topics to cover before I officially call it quote unquote like a day today. I might go live again later today, later tonight. It all depends. But that being said, before I begin though, as always, I'd like to remind you guys that scrolling banner below me, all right? As I always tell you guys, you don't have to, but if you can and want to bless myself, the team, or the channel, there are a few options in that scrolling banner below me. So if you wanted to bless a brother in Christmas or the holiday season, hey, I'm not gonna say no. And truth be told, I can use all the help I can get now that I am indeed doing this full time. So I'll appreciate whatever blessings and help come my way. Anyways, let's get right into it. So it says here, this is by Rob B, or just Rob with a double B. Who knew? RobReport.com. And the article is titled, or the headline reads, Rick Ross's diamond set Rolex is the rapper's latest impressive piece of wrist candy. Models like this can include over 26 carats of the precious stones and set you back nearly $50,000. Now, why am I bringing this up? I know there's going to be some of you like, well, who cares? Let him buy what he wants or whatever. That's why he made his money. That's why he gets paid what he gets paid. Let him splurge. Who cares, right? That's no one's business. And hey, I agree. I agree to the 10,000th degree that it is nobody's business. He does whatever he wants with his money. I completely agree to that. No one should get on anybody's business about how they use their money and how they spend it, right? I'm in total agreement with that. However, however, the problem with this is that we're talking about someone who just recently bragged about how He feeds his community. He feeds his neighborhood. He feeds his fans, his people, and all that. And he made it a huge deal to point out how he gives out turkeys um, every year for the last decade or so. And for the average person, if the average person were to be able to do that, then that would be a huge deal. Huge deal. Like if I were to be able to do something like that for my community, hey, that would be like a huge breaking news even, right? For the average person. Now then, when talking about a millionaire, I'd have to double check and see if he's a multi-millionaire, but I know for a fact he's at the very bare minimum, he's a millionaire. For him to brag about like feeding his community for I don't know how long, with like turkeys and all this other stuff, but at the same time, walking around with a 50,000, and this is like nearly, this isn't even like an approximate or like an actual exact price, but $50,000 watch, you know, feeding people in his community with I don't know how much, and wearing a $50,000 watch. I'll let you guys make up your own mind and decision on that or opinion. But anyways, let's see what the article says. It says, if there's one thing Rick Ross is going to do, it's rock an iced out timepiece. Of course. Why not, right? On Sunday, the American rapper was photographed in Miami in an eye-catching street-style look that included a Louis Vuitton denim shirt, gray trousers, and multicolored sneakers. He upped the ante by wearing sunglasses at night, a chain link necklace set with colored stones, a pinky ring, and a Rolex date just set with dozens of carats of diamonds for extra oomph. And a Rolex date just set with dozens, models like this, which are typically customized after being purchased from an authorized dealer, are coveted and can command up to $45,000. Yeah, earlier said $50,000, but now it says $45,000. These are not colorful sneakers. At least that angle and light does not really do them justice, if that's the case. It just keeps talking about like the watch and all that. And again, nobody should care what you buy and what you spend your money on if you work for it, right? But at what cost though? Because let's not forget, the money that he makes it off of spewing like garbage and poison through his music and leading many astray. So like, this is why I say it doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter to anyone, and no one should defend this man or anyone else on the same boat, that just because they could be feeding them for years. They could feed them forever. They could feed the community and their neighborhood forever. And it still would not like pay the price for everything he's done since he started his career, which is lead people astray. So, I mean, yeah, man. Hey, buy yourself some more Rolexes and buying people turkey and food. It's still not gonna like matter like at all. But anyways, on to the next article. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is a good one. So, all right. I think some of you might find this a little. I find it messed up, but I know some of you will find it a little funny. Let's see what the headlines read on this one. So it says, oh, this is by hiphopdx.com, by the way. And the headlines read, Blueface's mom plans to launch OnlyFans on rapper's birthday. Blueface may not be having the happiest of birthdays come January, as his mom has announced plans to launch her OnlyFans account on the day he turns 27. In an Instagram Live on Saturday, November 25th, Carlissa Saffold revealed her plans to get her body together in preparation for a January 20 launch. She also noted she's doing so because Blue, who she has quite the rocky relationship with, called her a whore. I got to roll this out for Jonathan's birthday. She began. You know what I'm saying? I got to be consistent. I have to roll this OnlyFans out for my youngest child's 27th or 26th birthday. You know, I lose track. I ain't that good of a mama, so this will be a good birthday present to roll out on January 20. I'm thinking. So whoever can help me get my body together by January 20th to roll out my OnlyFans, I would appreciate. They can get full credit for my body transformation. You got to be willing to do it for free. Dang. She continued, you might have to move in because I need somebody to watch me and make sure I don't eat these effing donuts. So y'all hit up the personal trainers and tell them that the mama looking for somebody to get me together. They got about 6 weeks to do a body transformation. I'm like, damn, that's a short amount of time, I'm not gonna lie. I'm willing to do whatever it takes so that we can roll this out on January 20th for Jonathan's birthday so he can see his mama's OnlyFans on his birthday. By the time my grandkids get older, I'm going to tell them it's my daughter, Callie. When the grandkids say, who's that? I'm going to say it's Callie. Yeah, honey, we're about up in that kitchen whining that working them cucumber. I'm not going to hit play on this, but yeah. She then shared a screenshot of a report showing how much both Iggy Azalea and Cardi B made on OnlyFans in 2023 and asked her followers, if you think I should start for 2024, type yes. And if not, type no. We don't need all your MF opinions and thoughts. Dear God. Oh my goodness. All right. So let me go back over here. Yeah, so what a way to get back at her son. I think it's messed up. It's disgusting. It's terrible. But at the same time, man, like this is the type of filth that they're promoting. This is the type of like fallen world and society that they are, leading the masses to. Like a normal a normal human being, if anything, someone who at the very least wants to try to make things work with like their child, their son, whatever. They would have like a conversation. They'd go to like therapy. They would try to get some type of help to like help their relationship and all that. But of course, the society that we live in right now is like, instead of trying to make things better and grow as like a mother and son and try to get things on track again, what does she do? No, like, I'm gonna start an OnlyFans on his birthday, kind of like to like get back at him. It's so weird. It's so disturbing and disgusting, and it's just like, why though? You know what I mean? Like you're hurting yourself, right? You're setting yourself up to get like a bunch of extremely like negative feedback and beyond that. You know what I mean? William, what's going on, man? Blessings and love to you, sir. And by the way, blessings and love to everyone who at some point will pass through the live stream. I appreciate you guys in advance, and I really do hope everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving. By the way, I know I haven't really posted about that or said anything about that, but I was busy with family. I had family visiting, and we had a great time. We played games, we ate, talked, laughed, all the great stuff that you do at a Thanksgiving lunch or dinner. But anyways, yeah. So when my phone was broken, I had to buy. Oh dang! I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That sucks. But yeah, so obviously I'm not gonna like see what happens with this situation. I'm gonna have to read about it. I'm not gonna look into it for sure because that's just disgusting. And yeah. But anyways, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. And just overall, how this again, and no offense to her, yo, like really is no offense to her, but it's just wrong. You know what I mean? This should not be a way for you to like get back at your child, your son. It's just weird. And anyways, that one's that, and then of course let's not forget this next article, or like, following up on the whole P Diddy situation. Um, let's see, it says here, P Diddy faces third lawsuit for physical assault, S trafficking and revenge, P word. Um, P Diddy and a bunch of other artists and rappers, singers, celebrities, these past few weeks and months have been getting the short end of the stick, and but he's one of the main ones. So we all kind of have like an idea of why this is all happening, but at the same time, at the same time though, this is good. This is a good thing because like it gives me like a lot of satisfaction, like not only like knowing that a lot of our hunches and our pretty much like what we think is going on is keeps getting confirmed, that is like factual and not just our opinion, and it's not just what we think, it's not like conspiracy anymore. A lot of these artists, celebrities, singers, rappers and all that are getting their due like payment for a lot of things that they do in the dark. And we all know the Bible talks about this. We all know that it says that everything that is hidden or hidden in darkness will be brought to light. And so this, I'm not saying this is exactly that, but what I am saying is this is a small drop in a huge sea and ocean of like secret things being revealed to us. And there's gonna be people that always say, oh, those people are like doing a money grab. Oh, if she's so concerned about other people, then why didn't she hold out? And what y'all need to understand is, okay, is it always takes that first person to open the floodgates of other people feeling comfortable enough to like coming up and stating like their story and what they went through. Sometimes that's all it takes is that one person. And you got to also take into consideration that, sure, I forget her name, but that one person who recently won, like, she didn't win the lawsuit, he paid her off basically to keep her quiet, right? We don't know if she's going to use some or part of that money to put it towards like helping other people that went through like a similar situation that she did. So just because she took the money and is now like apparently staying quiet doesn't paint her out to be like someone who's just out for the money. At least not to me. I look at the bigger picture. I tried my very best to like see past what we're shown and what we're told through like the news articles and all that. But that's just my train of thought, my way of thinking. I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there who will say, "Oh, like no, ain't no way." Like if she took the money to stay quiet, then that just shows you where her true colors are at. No, not necessarily, not necessarily. Again, we don't know what she's planning to do with the money she just received. I would like to think, especially the way she presents herself and the way she like, gets her point across. She makes it out to seem, to me, in my opinion, that she is potentially going to continue to fight this battle against Diddy, and along the way potentially help other people who were also like were in her same shoes or on the same boat as her. So, but that's just my opinion. Let's see what this article says though. Okay. P. Diddy is currently facing 2 additional lawsuits following a settlement with his ex-girlfriend Cassie. Oh, that's the name I was thinking of. Who accused the rapper of physical abuse, R word and S word, in a major lawsuit earlier this month. 2 more women have come forward since the allegations, accusing the rapper of R word, S word, battery, and revenge, P word, amongst other claims. Both women filed lawsuits under New York's Adult Survivors Act, which each alleging incidents that took place individually in the early 90s. One of the women, Joy Dickerson Neal, has accused Diddy real name Sean Combs, of creating and disseminating revenge, P word, physical assault, and battery, S word, and gender motivated violence, as well as intentional infliction of emotional distress. In the lawsuit filed on Thursday at New York Supreme Court, Dickerson Neal accused Combs of drugging and R word her in 1991 while she was studying at Syracuse University at age 19. She claimed that she reluctantly agreed to a date with Combs in Harlem, where he then took her to a location and secretly filmed himself sexually A-word her. She also claimed that the footage of the attack was distributed by Combs without consent. According to the lawsuit, Dickerson Neal was hospitalized for severe depression and suicide ideation and was left with overwhelming feelings of humiliation, embarrassment, and violation. The third woman to come forward to accuse Combs, currently identified as Jane Doe, claims that she was coerced into having sex with the rapper. In the lawsuit seen by AP News, Jane Doe alleges that she was then forced to have S-word with a friend of Combs, R&B singer, and I can't talk today, assaulting both her and a friend. The suit also claims that Combs visited both women's homes days later to discourage them from reporting the incident and choked one of the women until she passed out. Combs has denied all claims against him, of course. A spokesperson for the rapper said in a statement to People that the allegations are fabricated claims, falsely alleging misconduct from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute. So, real quick, just because someone waited 30 years to say something, again, doesn't mean that it's fabricated or not true or fake or false. It just means it took them that long to build up the courage to even make the attempt of saying anything. You know what I mean? People need to stop with like, I get it. There's females out there and people out there who do fake allegations and all that. I get it. Trust me, I understand. But like when there's like specifics and there's like information and there's details and it's like really extremely like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a unique story and information and all that. And there can be some type of like evidence behind it, even if it's like minimal. Any type of like evidence or, uh, clues or whatever that might help support what they're saying. And I know I read somewhere that there is like a minimal like actual like evidence. Then that at the very least they should be like heard and like listened to and see if it like the information given like follows through and like you know can be like put together and like make sense. But just because someone waits however long does not automatically mean that it's fabricated or fake. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, yeah, yep. All right. Well, what was that? Okay. This is nothing but a money grab, they claim, because of Mr. Combs' fame and success. He is an easy target for anonymous accusers who lie without conscience or consequence for financial benefit. The New York's Adult Survivors Act is legislation that allows alleged victims of sexual offense to file lawsuits for which the statute of limitations had lapsed during a 1 year period between November 24th, 2022 to November 24th this year. More than 3,700 legal claims have been filed prior to the expiry of the legislation, with a number of high-profile musicians among the accused, including Jamie Foxx, Steven Tyler, and Axl Rose. Um, there's information on who to contact and all that. But anyways, like again, man, like it just continues to like prove like the supposed conspiracy theories behind like people like him, musicians like him in the mainstream slash secular music and entertainment industry, doing these types of acts on unsuspecting victims, an average person or people like you and me. Um, and it's just how many more stories or how many more claims or how many more people have to come out and say, yo, this happened. And the reason why it took me this long is because it took me this long to actually gather strength, courage, and like, willpower to like get myself to a point where I can actually speak up about this. How many more people have to like, because you got to remember, like people, it's shameful. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing to have to like come forward for something like that. Even like no matter who it is, it could be P Diddy, it could be whatever artist you can think of, right? Ray J, whatever. It doesn't matter who it was. It's embarrassing and just really, really like shameful to have to like come up and speak in front of a bunch of people and say this happened to me. This person did this, and this to me. Like, there's some people that think that it's easy to lie about something like that. But again, when you bring that type of like thing up, you're bringing shame and embarrassment to you and your family, and your friends, and your community, and your neighborhood. You know what I mean? So people need to quit thinking that it's just like, oh, they're just doing it for money. Like, do you think a lot of these people like you have to be someone like, and I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. There's people that really have no shame at all, but like you know how many people there is filing stuff against these people where they would have to be like people with like no shame or whatever. It just wouldn't make sense. What does make sense is that now that one person finally stepped up to the plate and said something, it gave courage to the other people who went through it to come up and talk about it too. That is what makes sense. But what do I know, right? What do I know? Anyways, I got one more story for y'all, and then I'll call it a day for a few hours and see if I don't get back on later tonight. This article is by complex.com, and the headlines read 50 Cent trolls Diddy with old video of him patting Jay-Z's butt during performance. Oh Lord, here we go again. All right. Let me see if I can get y'all. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case where she lied made it worse for real cases. Yeah, and it sucks. It really does suck, man. But I mean, people have to like treat other people as human beings too. Like, people got to quit thinking that people like put themselves in shameful and embarrassing positions just for money. You know what I mean? But anyways, the article reads 50 Cent has more smoke for Diddy after digging through his video archives. After months of trolling Diddy, first with accusations of being involved in Tupac's murder, and more recently over the Bad Boy Records founder facing multiple allegations of sexual assault and R word, 50 went to Instagram with another joke. The 21 Questions rapper posted footage from Screamfest 2007, his joint tour with T.I., and in the clip, we see Diddy and Jay-Z performing alongside the tour headliners just as Hove begins his 2003 song Encore. Diddy is seen smacking Hove's backside several times. 20 Machine Guns only get 10 months. Diddy in the back, patting on N-words, butts. 50 Cent wrote in the caption referencing T.I.'s 2007 arrest on gun charges. Nah, I ain't with it. I ain't never been with it. Bars. LOL. I'm not gonna press play, but y'all can kind of like see where that was going. The caption's opening line also nods to G Unit's 2008 song "You So Tough," where he subliminally accuses T.I. of being a police informant in exchange for a shortened sentence. Although 50's jabs at Diddy on social media have been relentless in the past 2 weeks, the rapper and mogul seemed to ease up post-Thanksgiving when a second sexual S-word assault lawsuit was filed against Diddy. Last Friday, Diddy was named in a third lawsuit under the New York Adult Survivors Act, where a woman accused the artist and R&B singer Aaron Hall of taking turns R-wording her in either 1990 or 1991. Days after the alleged incident, the woman says that Diddy came to her home and A-worded her. Yeah, man, like, I tell you, man, like, that whole community, that whole community within the mainstream secular rap and hip hop community as a whole, as a collective. Like, if people only knew. And the problem is that those of us who have an amazing, clear idea of what goes on behind closed doors, the problem is we don't have, sadly, and a lot of people are almost never going to have any visual like evidence or proof, sadly, right? Because these things that are done in darkness and in private, there's a reason why they're done in private and in dark, and very carefully done, because they need to keep feeding, they need to keep doing what they do to keep climbing higher and higher up the ladder and getting more control and more influence and more money and a bunch of other things. But it is sad because this is nothing new. This has been going on for who knows how long. And when people come up and talk about it, it's like they're not taken seriously. And kind of like what William said earlier, because of certain cases, like the Amber Heard situation, it's cases like that that kind of like muddy the waters for any other person who legitimately went through what they are saying that they went through. And it kind of like messes it up for like the other people who really have like a serious situation on their plate. And it sucks. It really does suck. But I want to say, like, sometimes that's why cases like that are even aired, and you know, it's messed up to think. But yeah, like that's a lot of reasons why those specific cases are like pumped to the forefront and like shown to the people, because then now people are like, oh, well, if she lied about it and she, you know what I mean, she tried to like accuse and all that, how many other women are doing the same thing? But again, these are things that each event and each case should be treated as an isolated incident and should be treated as a new case altogether, with the information that's provided and the evidence that's provided, if there's any, and little by little just like scrutinize the entire case carefully, because you don't want to, like, if it's bad to like wrongfully accuse someone of doing that to you, it's even worse like wrongfully accusing someone of that. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to try something different today. I wanted to like do the whole like news article reading live and kind of like be here with you guys for a few. I will be leaving in a few minutes, and I will figure out if I will return later today or later tonight for like a separate stream altogether. But I figured, why not try something different, something new? And instead of making like a bunch of like shorts and like pumping them out throughout the day, I figured, why not do it this way, just to see how it goes and see if there was any like interaction. And there was some, like William was here, like, talking back and forth and sharing his thoughts. But yeah, for those of you who were here, aside from William, thanks for being here. I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate anyone and everyone who decided to like stop by and check the channel out, check the stream out. Please do yourself a favor, check out the playlists that are on this channel, the podcast episodes, the chill streams, the team streams, the VISIONEYEVIEWTV shorts playlist. It's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good information that I know will benefit you in some way, shape, or form. So just, yeah, give those a shot. And I would love to have you guys' feedback. That would be great. But yeah, that being said, I'm going to let you guys go for now. And like I said, potentially I might come back later today or later tonight for like a separate stream altogether. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're wanting to bless myself, the team, or this channel, there are ways to do that that I put in the scrolling banner below me. So you don't have to, but if you can and want to, there are different ways of blessing myself, the team, and the channel. So that being said, guys, I love every single one of you guys. Again, thanks for being here. Thanks for always supporting me. Thanks for always showing me love. I really do appreciate it. And stay blessed and safe out there. And as always, this is JDQ with Vision Eye View TV Shorts. And until next time, peace out.